How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth the buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Let's get into the video, the stream, I guess. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys had a fan-freaking-tastic weekend. Mine was pretty great. Happy for Monday. We're back on Monday, back on it. Numbers are looking good. I'm feeling really freaking solid. Earnings was today. I forgot. That probably should have been the video title. Earnings was today. I mean, I'm hyped up. Okay. I didn't get to watch it live. I see GameStop watch it live. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch it live. However, I found a recap online, right? The gist of it, we're going to find it. It's going to be great. Let's add to the chat and then we will get into good old AMC. All right. Dog says I may be able to look at my 401k soon. I'm still not looking at my 401k. I'm not looking at my regular investing account. I'm not looking at anything just yet. I'm going to wait because I know that the time isn't there yet. It's not time quite yet. Although things are looking pretty dang good right now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the after hours. So we'll get into that in a second. But haven't checked mine just yet. Just waiting, sitting patiently, and because I have all the time in the world, right? No problem. Lee, yo. Oh, Miss Rodriguez, hello. Fourth, welcome. Well, third, second, third. Diane, hello. Oh gosh, there's a storm heading into the city. All right, well, people in Chicago, be careful, please. Please be careful. Dog says I had to turn off the news to watch Corey. Oh my gosh. Please be aware of what is going on around you at all times. And this goes for the whole chat. You know that Pokemon Go notification that, or whenever you walk around, like be aware of your surroundings at all times while playing Pokemon Go. I'm gonna give that disclaimer right now. Mo, what is up? What is up? Not gonna lie, if that down, I can't stop, won't stop says, let's freaking go. I'm not gonna lie, I was smiling the whole time during that call. I didn't expect it to go amazing at all. There was actually a ton of great info and a ton of great fundamentals. Yeah, I missed a lot of it, so I'm gonna have to see if I find anything good here. Let's see, I have radar up. Yeah, be careful. Macamania, what's up, Ape Fam? Eric says, Corey, how you doing? Not hard to be bullish on AMC after the earnings call. Did disagree with one thing, that movies are a big hit here. In Texas, every time I go, it's packed. Did disagree with one thing. Oh, drive-in movies are a big hit here. Oh yeah, people saying that drive-in movies aren't that big. I mean, I went to a drive-in movie once in over here in San Antonio at Fiesta, Texas, and it was packed. I mean, it was crazy. Actually, I've been to a few drive-in, and every single time I've been to a drive-in, it's always been packed. They're surprisingly popular. Oh yeah, GameStop, I have to listen. Home, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Grape? They still shorting after that earnings call? What in the world? Dandy, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what these hedgies are thinking. I truly think they're stuck personally. They're just stuck in their position, which is why they're doing this, right? It's unreal. Luke, what's up? Look like we broke the resistance. Actually, hey, yeah, that's a great point. I didn't even see that. Yeah, well, let's go and talk about the stop. What's up, Bambino? What's up, Nancy Pebrosi? All right, I see you. So let's take a look at what's going on with AMC. AMC had a pretty good freaking day. AMC was at end of the day, regular trading hours at $33.80 for a gain of 3.36%. And in the after hours, we're currently up an additional 4.76% to be at $35.41, which is not bad at all. We can see here we've been in this weird, we were in this wedge, right? We broke below the wedge, kind of like fell out of it, and now we're kind of in, a new one. And even if we were to continue this descending level of resistance, we broke right through it, which is what someone just said right here. Oh my gosh, who the heck was it? Oh yeah, Luke. What Luke just said right here. So it looks like we may have broken through it and holding it. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Hopefully it continues to go. Hopefully we have a Tuesday for Diamond Backhand at Diamondback. I don't think Diamond's here just yet, but hopefully we have a great Tuesday. I would love to see a fantastic Tuesday. It's been a while since we had something, super great. I would love to get back in this 40, 50, 60 dollar range very soon. And personally, I think it's coming. We'll get into the Vortex data that I think supports my theory, right? So looking very, very nice. Looking forward to that. Let's go and talk about GameStop. GameStop had a very nice day as well. GameStop was up end of the day at $161.13, up 6.17% on the day. And the after average just up just a tad, up 0.47%. Looking pretty solid. Oh, look at this Doge move. I didn't even see this Doge move. Doge went all the way. When was this? 16. Oh, this is a while ago, but Doge is at 25 cents right now. Dang, I said under 20 cents. I really liked it under 20 cents to scoop it up, because I do feel like Doge in the long term is going to be worth it. Not for nothing else other than sentiment behind it. So many people are getting behind Doge. Elon Musk, I think what's that guy's name? Mark Cuban. All these people are getting behind Doge. Even little mom and pop coffee shops, right? People who it's incredible how they're getting into Dogecoin. They're just backing Dogecoin. It's fantastic. As we can see, Bitcoin also ran too, right? Bitcoin's at 46,000 right now. Looks like they had the low. This is a few days ago with 37,000, and even before that, they were all the way at 29,000, right? A low back there. And this is over in let's see, July, around July 20th. They were all the way down there. So these guys have had a nice move. Dogecoin, where were they back? Is this July? Yep, July. It was 16 cents. Man, crazy. All right, let's take a look at a few that we are just kind of following, lightly. Mayrin is one that we're kind of following, so we'll see if it looks like Mayrin may have bounced here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of crazy move coming soon. Diamond, what is up? Who's looking for me? Diamond Tuesday, yep. Angelina, hey, welcome. Hope you're doing good, Angelina. Carnival's one we're kind of watching. Carnival didn't have the best day at 22.71, down 1.6%. Hood, let's see how Hood did. Hood is up 3.31%. It is what it is. All right, let's take a look at the tops for the day, and we'll get into AMC earnings and Vortex data. Wait, is that real? AMC will accept Bitcoin by the end of the year? What? Yeah, damn it. I said, I hope you get your Tuesday. All right, let's take a look and see who the tops for the day was. Let's see he did well. Oh gosh, Victoria's Secret. Moderna. All right, that's all we see here. Let's look at the top losers really quick. Man, Pharma. It's probably, I wonder if that one's Pharma too. Yep, I think that's all I'm seeing here. All right, that's fine. No worries at all. Let's go ahead and hop over to the Vortex data and see what is going on. Or let me read Macamania real quick. Anyone catch hidden messages in the conference call? I bet if we listen to it a couple of times, Adam Aaron has some hidden messages in there. That's pretty tinfoil hat. I mean, who knows? I probably wouldn't bet on anything. And I'd just be just take it with a grain of salt. If anyone comes out with the breakdown of, like Adam Aaron not wearing shorts or whatever, naked shorts, I don't know. I may be a little less, what is it? What am I thinking? I don't know. I'm just a little more straight line than some of that. But you know what? One can dream. Bambino says big banks and hedgies were big stakeholders in them. And for ones removed from the market, the institutional investors are on the hook. Regardless of how you look at it, neutral, if not bullish. Oh, gold. Okay, I missed that. So hope no one takes as a show aspect, but the gold and precious metal crash last night. I think it's related more towards the Chinese stocks, and it got rocked and some even removed. Oh, okay, and that's where your next comment comes in. Big banks and hedgies were stakeholders in them. Yeah, personally, I've been wondering what's going to happen to gold. I have a few gold stocks that I look at, but unfortunately, it's one of those things where I'm just not educated enough in like precious metals like gold and silver and stuff to know what's going to happen with them, especially during a pandemic and during and just kind of like where they are, where they've been. It's not something that we follow. I do remember, all I remember is back in gosh, the 90s or something, whenever it had its huge boom in gold. Like, I don't know if it quadrupled or how much it went up by, but I do remember that it was crazy how much the price of gold just increased. And you know, I don't believe like the treasury is like backed to buy gold anymore. There's a bunch of stuff going on, but that's all right. But yeah, if anyone has any thoughts on gold and silver, I'd love to know. Damon, unfortunately, I did not get to see the AMC earnings. I was, at work, but I'll have to see what's going on. Or we're going to take a look during the stream, actually. You have to listen to it. Lots of good news. We've all been wondering. Dang, I am going to have to listen to it. You guys are freaking hyped up about this earnings. And usually, you see, okay, they're, did they meet projections? Blah, blah, blah. We'll have to see. I'm okay. Kind of just trading sideways. Angelina, you're in our thoughts. All right, let's hop over to, we'll look at Vortex first. Sure. So look at these Vortex numbers. I mean, I'm getting hyped up looking at these. These shares on loan are going up. Actually, can I see shares on loan? Let's do the shares on loan here. We'll move this and do on loan number of loans. Diamond says tomorrow is a Tuesday. Thank you for the super chat. Tomorrow is a Tuesday. I'm rooting for you for tomorrow. Your setup, you have the setup, I will say, because if we look right here, look at the after hours, we're at 4.56, just went down to 4.44, but we are in the setup for a huge Tuesday, and I'm wondering if we're going to get it. I suggest you do a side video. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a side video on earnings, Diana. Gosh, I really need to see. Yeah, everyone's saying you need to listen to it all. Maybe I'll do a side video and kind of break things down. I'll have to figure out how I want to do it. How long is the earnings? Is it an hour, the call? So no, what am I looking for? Shares on loan. Is this the right number? 1.06. Yeah, okay. So here's the number. So we can see here, look at the shares on loan. I mean, the shares on loan has been increasing a whole lot. We can see previously it was 715 number of loans, 715. No, I think I have the wrong number actually. That's number of loans. Is it free float on loan? No. Shares on loan is what I'm looking for. Oh, on loan. Hello, there it is. All right, here we go. So we can see the shares on loan, right? Shares on loan, back whenever we had the huge run, it did cover a little bit. It went all the way down to 78 million shares on loan. And look at how it's been increasing. Maybe I can go like this and we can see, yeah, I'm going to just click down here and then, okay, now I can like hover without it popping up. So perfect. So we can see over here that the shares on loan has been increasing steadily, right? It was all the way down here around 78, we'll call it, sure, 76 or something. 76 million shares on loan, and it's been just increasing. We're currently at 106. It's been increasing rapidly. And the reason I wanted this to show as well, because this is around, I think it's like 160 shares on loan or something like that, 160 million shares on loan, and it's continuing to, earnings happen, right. And it's continuing to increase, right? This is looking super solid. Now, I'm not saying we have to get to 160 million shares on loan before it runs. It's really going to be, in my personal opinion, it's going to be impossible to time it. But I think that it's going to be very possible that, as these continue to increase, let's get away from shares on loan for a second, because I keep just going on and on about that, right? I think it's very good, very bullish, continue to increase, which I like in a sense, because that means they're still heavily shorting the stock, and eventually they're going to have to freaking cover, unless the stock goes back down like $5, which unlikely. And if we look at utilization, remember, the higher the utilization, the harder the stock becomes to borrow. These guys it's becoming very difficult for them to borrow this stock as this goes higher, because there's not as many shares available for shorting for them to borrow. Now we have to keep in mind there's payment for order flow. There are other ways they can continue to do it. And we saw that whenever the utilization was at 100% and they keep on getting shorted, and there's always going to be a little bit shares here and there, but it doesn't help whenever payment for order flow is not being done properly, whenever people are purchasing shares and the payments are getting routed through the dark pools. Now, if we look at the utilization here, it's at 94.51. which is very, 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 very nice. I mean, just continuing to go up. And on top of that, let's look at the short interest. Short interest, 16.13%. Let's look at the short interest over here. We can see, right, the short interest from whenever we had the run up to like $70. Short interest went down to 11.03%, and now it's currently at 16.27%. Remember, the all-time high is 19.64%, right? 19.64% short interest, and we are very, very rapidly approaching that, right? I mean, I say very rapidly, but in June, so June, July, August, so exactly 3 months ago, June, July, August. And 2 months ago, we were at 11%. So, I mean, based on the current direction, I would say it would take less than 2 months. It could probably take one more month based on the current trend. And correct me if you think this is wrong, but it looks like it would just theoretically, you could take just one more month and we would be back at an all-time high of short interest. Now, the question is, is it just short interest that causes them to cover? But it's really hard to tell, because if we add all of these on here, right, on loan, and let's do utilization as well, we can see that they all basically mirror each other, right? We can see they basically mirror each other, and we can see over here that they all increase and kind of stagnant, they decrease, and the reason I don't like to have all three of them shown at the same time is because for this reason, it just kind of clutters the chart, and you can still see, I mean, it kind of clutters this chart. But if you look at them, they all follow pretty much the same direction, which is why I just usually like to have one. But if we see here, it is looking super, 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 super bullish, right? That we're getting almost back to this all-time high before we had this run. Remember, last time we had this run, the stock was around $10 whenever it was at these highs. And then as these go down, the stock freaking skyrocketed from $10 all the way to $70, over $70. And last time it had that kind of run. So just keep that in mind whenever you're looking at this. Like, that's why, and people, and again, I always talk about timing it. People try to time this stuff. They want to hop out, hop back in. For me personally, I don't think it's worth. For me personally, like I'm not gonna hop out, hop back in. I'm not gonna try and play it, like time it, because I won't time it right. I'll get in at the wrong time, and there's other things that go along with the covering and stuff like that. There's so many different factors that go into this stuff that I'm not even going to get into, but I like it. I like it a lot. Hamo, I don't know. I think you're joking because what? I think this is a joke. I hope you're joking, Hamo, because I don't know if that's the play, my friend. I do not think that's the play, but make your own financial decisions. Okay. So that's what's going on here. So let's take a look at what's going on with the apes. You know what I mean? Like this stock is heavily shorted, and look what's continuing to happen. The things are getting better and better and better for AMC. Now, granted, keep in mind, I'm not here to just say like, oh, everything's freaking great. Everything's like blah, blah, blah. Like there's the only thing currently that I feel it could be negative for AMC is the Delta variant, right? That Delta variant is the only thing that I feel like could harm AMC a little bit, right? If it continues to get worse, if there's another lockdown or something, who knows? But that's the only thing I'm personally kind of concerned about, and not to show anybody. I'm just going to give it to you straight, and you do with that information what you will. But that would be the only concern that I really have for AMC. But keep in mind, even let's say there was another lockdown or anything. Look at this tweet really quick from Adam Aron, CEO Adam Aron of AMC. Says, thanks to money raised in May and June, AMC ended June 30, 2021 quarter with more than $2 billion of liquidity. This is cash in the bank or undrawn revolving credit line. Right around double the highest quarter ending liquidity level AMC has ever done before in our 101-year history, right? So with that being said, I mean, this is amazing. I mean, so much cash. Now, there's lines of credit and, well, I guess undrawn revolving credit line. I mean, this is a lot of liquidity that these guys have in the event. And the reason I like this so much is because in the event, Delta goes crazy and spirals, in that event, AMC still has the cash, right? The capital to survive another lockdown if there is. And Deborah, I'd agree. Call me hedgy. Hedgy. Now, I highly doubt. Again, I do highly doubt that there's going to be any kind of lockdown. But I'm talking worst case scenario, and you need to be. What's up, Lee? You need to be ready for these. And I don't think you need to be ready for it, but I think it's important to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best, right? And in the event of a lockdown, it really isn't going to affect my position in AMC or anything, because if anything, honestly, I think the hedges would continue to short it. It's going to go. I would probably increase my position, and then I would hop. I'd just write it back up, right? Because it's going to be. I think it'll be the same exact thing. Because as we've seen historically, unless the hedges actually decide to cover, then the stock is just going to fly up again. And so I would just continue to add to my position. Okay, here's another thing. So here's like the earnings results, I guess. And so we can see here just from the title, AMC obliterated earnings, $444.7 million in revenue versus the $382 million expected, right? So they destroyed their revenue based on what they were expecting they were going to make. And earnings per share was beat as well, right? And so, we can click into this and see the information of all this stuff. Let me see if this is, where does it say projected? Change, I guess it's the changes. Well, we're going to cover all this at a later time, but here we go. We can see right here, ending liquidity. Okay. So he just kind of copied and pasted this over to his Twitter. So pretty crazy stuff. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I'll leave the Vortex numbers up so you guys can take a look. Corey, OD Asset Management has already posted $1 billion loss. Jeez, when they established a short position last week. Oh my goodness. Princess, hello, says AMC is expanding into merchandise, Bitcoin, and exclusive deals and partnerships. Holy smoke, I have to listen to this earnings call. You guys are giving me FOMO big time. Jeez. I need to hit 20. I like AMC. I love GME. Yeah, David, that's cool. Bambino says, at Corey, in terms of harming the overall prospect, AMC already stated they modified their debt and rent consolidation, so payments don't happen until a few years down the road. Yeah, see, excellent. Like another reason. And Adam, I'm telling y'all, Adam Aaron, while he has his own agenda and but if you've been around for any amount of time, I have a lot of respect for that man. I think he's doing a fantastic job working with what he can. And I don't know if he's sweet talking these. Well, I'm sure he's not the one directly talking to the what are they called? The landlords of all the theaters or whatever. But they're doing a fantastic job kind of working with them, and it's pretty cool. So, and remember, these payments down the road is something else, right? These payments down the road, this is not what I'm worried about. I personally, I'm worried about the short term of how good is AMC looking, how good are their earnings, blah, blah, blah. Are we going to go into a shutdown or a lockdown? I mean, what's going to happen? And in the short term, that's exactly what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at AMC for a 10-year hold right now. I'm looking at AMC for a very short hold, and for the possibility of a technical short squeeze, right? The mother of all short squeezes possibly being done on AMC, GameStop, and all these other heavily shorted stocks is what I'm personally looking at. And it's looking very, very good in my personal opinion. Always make your own financial decisions. Infinity shorts equals infinity losses. William, I'd agree. I mean, I don't understand. They keep shorting. And oh yeah, so to go back to my point, I know I mentioned this all the time, but I really do feel like these guys are stuck. Like, and if they don't continue to short the stock every single day or whatever, or continue to like do weird things, I really think the stock would just run based on I don't know how it's held, like everything going on. So they're just kicking the can down the road. I truly don't know what their plan is. Maybe they're banking on the Delta variant to make everyone quit AMC. I really don't know what it is, but it just doesn't seem like it's going their way regardless. Bambino says, so we have plenty of time to consolidate and re-strategize. Tie it with their locked-in agreement with big movie producers for exclusive 45-day window before streaming on their platforms. We should be good to go. Oh, wait, tie it with their locked agreement. Oh, that's very interesting. Is that what was said in the... Oh gosh, I gotta watch it because I don't know if that was said in the thing or this is a wishful thought, but it seems like it's pretty set in stone. Greg says holding 2,100 shares. Absolutely. No, the factual data says I don't care, but if it's the 2 months or December or next July, the number doesn't lie. Relax and do nothing. Just wait, Greg. And I agree with the sentiment personally. That's what I'm doing. I have no problem waiting. If I need to wait till December, if I need to wait till January, however long I need to wait, like I have no problem because I look at these numbers and I have my own personal thoughts of what's going on. And again, opportunity cost of trying to go somewhere else and make that play. What if I choose a play and it just freaking plummets, right? If it just falls flat and I lose all my money, and sure enough, let's say I switch over and then the stock, AMC runs and that stock crashes at the same time. I mean, I just can't. AMC is the one that I'm most confident in, most just super strong in. So yeah. Deborah, if you are too sensitive in like just talking about possibilities of what could happen with the country and with AMC and stuff like that, I highly recommend just taking a step back and like not watching streams, just secluding yourself, like not looking at the price, not looking at anything, and just secluding yourself because I think you need to just really understand what could happen in the country, what could happen with the stocks, and if you're in on cruises and stuff or whatever your plays are, you may want to just consider taking a step back because just the thought of like it's unlikely but possible drives you to anger and fear, then I would probably recommend, like I said, just taking a step back because it's going to be very stressful over the next few months. I personally believe that, this is not me shilling. This is my personal thoughts. And I really hope I'm wrong. I do believe that Delta, until something breaks, Delta is going to continue to grow. And I hope that it goes away. I mean, Delta sucks. I mean, like, I personally know people who have been just, have lost family members and stuff from coronavirus. And it's, as much as I hate it, I'm doing what I can. Like I'm doing my part, and I hope that. But it seems like the people who wanted to do their part have done their part, and now we're waiting to see if the other people, the other half of America who aren't vaccinated, to see if they do get vaccinated, if they are going to try and help everything, or what's going to happen there. There's so much uncertainty with the coronavirus itself that we don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to trickle down into stocks and the economy, anything like that. So, just be ready for possibilities. Bambino says, still a long way to go, as Adam Aron said, before meeting pre-COVID requirements, but we've basically given Adam Aron and AMC much more room and liquidity to survive and capitalize on their strengths. Maybe, I completely agree with that statement. obviously there's all this COVID stuff that I just explained, but Adam Aaron and AMC, they have the tools. I know we didn't give Adam Aaron those 2.5 million shares or whatever he wanted, or 25 million shares, I think it was, that he wanted. We didn't give those to him, but I think that it's, but he has enough liquidity, he has enough credit, lines of credit, cash to survive, I believe, the pandemic. And that's all they really need to give them a chance. You got to dip it before you rip it. There we go. Land shark. No good that he wants to buy theaters. Milio, I think it is good that he wants to buy theaters. Adam Aaron is trying to expand and take advantage of, and the theaters that he wants to buy, like the LA theaters that Adam Aaron wants to buy, he said that they were the highest grossing in, I think, that in LA. And remember, La La Land, LA is movies. That's movie place. So if movie buffs are out there, if that theater is making a lot of money, I would assume it's probably a great investment, right? Now's the time. A lot of people, what a lot of people do this year or in last year, right? They bought houses. Why do they buy houses in the middle of a pandemic whenever people don't have money? Well, guess what? There was some fantastic incentives for you to buy a house. I bought a house because interest rates were super low, and there was a lot of incentive for me to buy a house. There were a bunch of programs that helped me purchase a house and funding and stuff through my bank. And it was a great opportunity that I didn't want to miss out on. And that's what Adam Aaron, he's capitalizing on commercial real estate and, the movie theater going under and all this stuff. He's capitalizing on these. It's risky, yeah, because we don't know what's going to happen with that particular theater with the pandemic, yada, yada. But he's making these calculated risks that if they pay out, they'll freaking pay out very nicely. And I think it's a great play. Grant, what's up? Best earnings call we've had by far. Yo, I need to listen to this thing. You guys have me FOMO so hard. Milio says, for squeeze, yes, but the company will probably go bankrupt after the squeeze. I really don't think they'll go bankrupt after the squeeze. I mean, they may struggle just a little bit because if the apes, if they sell out at their floor, good for them. And I'm sure there's going to be a certain amount of apes that do go back in AMC just for the love of what they may or have not been given. And I think there's going to be it's going to be big. It's going to be good stuff. I don't think, and here's the deal, there's two sides to this. One, I don't think they'll go bankrupt after that because the economy's open. Like they're going to be good to go. But on top of that, I think that after the squeeze, I mean, personally, as much as I like Adam Aaron, like AMC, I'm in it for my short-term play, right? I'm not in it to, if AMC, well, I'll just leave it there. I'm in it for my short-term play. I hope they do well, but realistically, I'm in it for my position for a squeeze. I'm not here to lend money to a company and, just for fun. We're all here to make money. And, and realistically, I hope that that with this also comes reform in stocks, right? In this freaking rigged market that we've been seeing, and it's just not right. Strick, again, another endorsement for the dang earnings call. I gotta listen to it. Yeah, see, William says after squeeze, I'll buy 10K shares just for the heck of it and, win or lose. Yeah, so Adam Aaron, some of the big movie producers apparently stated that streaming eats away all profitability of movies since it doesn't have as good of a buildup. Yeah, so that's interesting. So I guess, and that's going to be the new standard. Remember, with streaming and what happened with Corona and HBO Max, releases the movies same day to the HBO Max. Why would anyone go to the movie and pay the extra money, unless you're super into AMC and it's, you can go to it and yada, yada. But whenever they make it so easy to watch it, why would I go to the movie theater and pay extra, and Yeah, I mean, if they do a deal where you have 45 days of it being in the movie theater, I don't want to wait 45 days. You know how many spoilers I'm going to see in 45 days? Like, so yeah, I'll go to the freaking theater. I love going to the theater. Amanda says $20 per share would be fabulous. Then we can pick up only five for only $100. Building up our shares a ton. Yeah. Let's see. David said not a dead cat. I don't think so. Look at these numbers. He also said he was going to be worth. Wait. He also said he was going to get 8 million worth of shares and sell a portion at a small time while leaving the rest untouched. Jeez. Yeah, just some crazy stuff. All right, so we have all of that. Let's see what else we have to talk about. We went over this. We went over Adam Aaron. We looked at this for a second. Let's see if there was anything else on here that I wanted to take a look at. What is this? This looks like it was from a filing, a DTCC filing. Given our ownership, 80+% of AMC, and the consistent multi-millions of failure to delivers reported on our stock and the recent developments in share count transparency due to verified votes in preparation of earnings present statistical evidence deducing significant share dilution, we demand a forced share recall. So let's see here. A regular short sale and associated recall risk can be described as follows. Again, it goes into it, but it says down here. So the beneficial owners of the stock demand their shares back, and the brokers. Let's see. Oh, okay, this happened. Oh, I guess we have to read that. So a short seller borrows shares from a broker with available supply and sells it in the open market, thus establishing a short position. In the future, this position may be closed for one of several reasons. In the most common case, the borrower would close his position voluntarily by buying shares back at the market price and returning them to the broker. In other cases, the position can be liquidated forcefully by the broker. This happens if either the borrower fails to maintain the required collateral margin, so a margin call, or the beneficial owners of the stock demand their shares back, and the broker is unable to locate replacement inventory to cover these demands, right? And I mean, just crazy. Diamond with another super chat. In case you didn't hear, the earnings were amazing. No freaking. Okay, FOMO. I know. I need to look at it. Thank you. Rania. Corey, what's going on with Doge? Doge is looking pretty good, Rania. Doge is looking pretty dang good right here. Boom, 25 cents. Looking solid. I called it under 20. I said that was going to be a good spot. I stand behind that. I really stand behind that. So this is actually pretty legit. Now the question is how do we achieve this, right? How do we make this happen? How do we get this going? How do we vote on this? I have no freaking clue. So how was this officially requested? All right, good question. And nothing. So, I mean, come on. We need some help. Andrew thinks this will spike in the morning. Andrew, I hope you're right. Based on what's going on too, like I wouldn't be surprised if it did spike. I mean, currently it is. Well, let's see where we're at right now. Currently we're up 4.7% in the after hours. I mean, it's looking pretty solid. Like I hope that people FOMO in after the solid earnings, FOMO in chasing the stock, and we get a nice little run. I would love to see that. Jim Brown, I have no clue who this is. Looks like they, let's see, they said It is time to put the firms that are lending shares under the microscope. If they don't own a real share to lend, then they may be guilty of selling counterfeit shares, a Class C felony violation of SEC law. This is securities fraud, up to 5 years in prison and $5 million in fines. Man, that is crazy. In short, AMC crushed it in Q2. Adam Aaron. Oh gosh, got fired today, but I ain't selling. Jeez. Sorry to hear it. Now officially an ape. You know, it's unfortunate this person bought in Robinhood, payment for order flow. These apes did not count toward anything if what people are saying. So, did you hear gap up in the morning? I would love a gap up. What's up, Matt? Oh, Herman with the super sticker. Hey, you. Thanks, Herman. I'm seeing if there's anything else hyped up in here. Anything good stuff. Oh, look at these guys. Let's see if anyone says. This person says a lot of stuff. They have a lot of tweets. I really don't know anything that is hyped up or anything. Like, I don't know if this person is anything, but yeah, see, I'm not even gonna really read this because I don't know. See, stop posting this guy. See, this guy's posted all the time. He says some really great things, but I just don't know. Like, no, it's so hard to fact check this person, you know. The Vortex data, already went over it. Hedgie's running out of options. I'll read this one because I talk about this all the freaking time. Is there any way? So Herman says, is there any way we can to track down the synthetic short shares? Herman, you know, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way, right? There's no way for us to tell where the synthetic short shares are, where this or that is, anything like that. Because for the stuff here, like the Vortex data, for example, this is 85% of exchanges, but it does not include synthetic shares, you know, naked shorts, naked anything, like, right? Nothing synthetic, nothing like that. Unfortunately, you know, we can't really tell. All this tells me realistically, I don't even trust these numbers specifically. What it really does, it gives me a sentiment. It tells me these guys are continuing to short the stock, and I'm not freaking leaving. Like, it's continuing to go. Now, if this ran up to $70, these numbers were going down to, and you know, we looked at this before, but I want to pull it up again because that was such a great thing to look at. It was Amazon. Oh, 1 second, it's loading. Come on. AMZN. Oh, I knew I had it right. Okay, so, and the reason I'm so hyped up at this is because look, like these numbers that they're increasing, they're continuing to increase, right? Meaning, and what I believe to mean is they're continuing to short the stock, right? The shares on loan is increasing, so they're borrowing more shares and most likely shorting them with those shares, and the utilization. So this is, you know, it's getting hard to borrow to short. And we can compare it to something like Amazon, right? So let's look at AMC. Let's just look at the short interest, right? Short interest continuing to go up 16.13%. Look, Amazon is 0.83%. Like, what a big difference. Now, and the reason I bring this up is because let's say we ran up to $70. Let me clear some of this out. You know, let's say we ran to this $70 right here, and I left the short interest on. So we ran all the way up here, and let's say the short interest went down here to 11, and then it went to 6, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you know, and that was it. Like, it was just done, no movement, no anything, and we're at, you know, under 1% short interest and all this stuff. Like, that honestly just would not look good. It wouldn't feel good. And who knows what's happening at that point. Granted, you know, if they're synthetics, blah, blah, blah. a million different scenarios that could happen because and what I'll just give you this one of the Fintel data. We were looking at fintel.io, you know, that website, and the Fintel data just seemed to be weird and wonky and off and on, and it just wasn't a good representation of the market and what was happening. Now this, on the other hand, we can see that this information is, you know, just a little more stable, right? And as this being more stable, we can see that the sentiment is they continue to short the stock and these numbers keep going up. Now, if for any reason these numbers randomly went, you know, to zero one day, then it would tell me, okay, they figured out how to fake these numbers, how to get in, you know, 85% of the exchanges are on here. They went somewhere that we can't see their shorts, right? And that's all that would tell me, especially without seeing any kind of price action, right? Any price movement. And that's kind of how I'm using this, just as a sentiment of they're still there. And if they're still there, I'm still here, because I'm not leaving until after they leave. All right. And so we can see here, you know, this utilization 0.16 compared to 94.51, like completely opposite ends of the spectrum. Short interest 16.13 versus 0.83%, and then shares on loan is, you know, 1.44. These have approximately the same float, right? They're about 70 million different, so 500 million versus 435 million, approximately, of the total free float. So, you know, this is about, we could say 20% of the stock, and this is, you know, not even close. If this should be 100 million to make it even close, or 90 million to make it even close, right? So this is two opposite ends of the spectrum. So you can see that, so you can see these numbers, right? And that's why I bring this up, because I don't want people to think, oh, like, are these just froze and died, so hopefully everything's okay now. But I'd be just very careful with all of that, okay? I would not. So I'd be very careful with dates. I do not like dates. They never work out. I used to do dates, and I was wrong. I was wrong every single time because no one actually knows. So I stopped dates pretty much instantly, and I'm just waiting, right? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, you guys lost me, but hopefully I'm back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, let me see. Can you guys hear me now? I'll give it a second. I'll give it a second. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Okay. How am I doing now? How am I doing now? Do I still sound like helium? No freaking way. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know why I sound like this. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Someone has to clip this or something. I have no clue what's going on. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just wrap it up there. I was going to wrap it up anyways. I'll let you guys, I'll do my outro very slowly so you guys can hear me okay. And I'm going to have to watch this back because I'm losing my freaking mind. This is too funny. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for
for hanging out with me. We almost made it through the whole stream in a great way. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. You guys have a fan-freaking-tastic night. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.